Hi, Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. Let's take a deep breath together. Hands on the heart. Deep breath in. Let it out. Good. So in today's video, I want to share with you 10 reasons or 10 ways to avoid Botox and filler treatments, doing things to your face in an unnatural way to minimize the look of aging or to maybe just feel better about yourself. But let's look at some scripture verses first before I get to my 10 ways. First, Peter 3:4. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and weaving and gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. And that is a beautiful verse, and I don't think it means to not care at all about your appearance, but the only comparison that I can give you is before I became a Christian and before I became saved, I was very obsessed with my outward appearance. I remember spending long time in front of the mirror, perfecting makeup and the way I looked, and just being very conscious, like all the time, like how do I look? And then after being saved, it wasn't even like a conscious thought. It was just like that was lifted after I gave my heart to Jesus. That lifted for me. Now, maybe for some people, actually, you know what? I did have a really good teacher, and she did teach me some things. So maybe it wasn't totally automatic. She taught me about modesty, and that really opened my eyes to my previous feelings of my outward appearance and how I was trying to be attractive to men, and how it's actually partially tempting, or I want to be careful how I say this because I don't believe in shrouding yourself, like wearing a head covering and a cape and only having like your eyes show. But I do believe that there is an element of trying to be sexy or getting attention for your body, especially if you are filling up your chest. That God really convicted me. The Holy Spirit came in and really convicted me about those things. Plus, I did have a really good teacher, and she taught me about modesty. And so it kind of all clicked for me. So then the next verse I want to share is, if I can read my writing here, Romans 8:6, the mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the Spirit is life and peace. And so how beautiful is that? When we are governed by the flesh, we think of things that satisfy the flesh all the time. And I remember, like, my skin wasn't like, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't perfect. And I now know that when your skin is not super clear, there are internal things going on, and I will list that later on as I give my 10 reasons. But I would be so conscious of my skin all the time, and just my appearance, just always thinking about my flesh. And then Genesis 1:2-7. So God created mankind in the image of God. He created them. Male and female, he created them. And so I recently heard someone on YouTube share that you're playing God by making the decision to alter your appearance. And he likened it to making the decision to change your gender by obsessively trying to alter your face. And I'm saying this hopefully that you understand that I'm coming at this from a healing perspective and from a holistic perspective. Many of the things we do outwardly really tie back into the inward person, emotions, our spirit, our soul, and the root of many illnesses really comes back to that. So I'm not saying this to pick, but I'm saying it to bring light if you do not understand what you might be drug into through the culture, or if you are trying to emulate Hollywood at all, let that go. All right, so I'm getting to reason number 1 now. Look at your diet. Your skin is a reflection of what you put in your body, including, so like really your liver, your kidneys, and blood should be clean. And when I say clean, that's really a whole nother video. But if you have toxic buildup, when I do Zytocompass scans with clients, I can see if you have a lot of toxins, and that's chemicals, metals, it could be bacteria, it could be virus, it could be mycotoxins, it could be pesticides. Your body is just like flooded with toxins. Injecting things into your face is a toxin. Botox is a neurotoxin. That is a toxin that is polluting your body. So we don't want to do that. Look at your diet. Your skin is a reflection of your diet. The second reason or way to avoid is to drink lots of water. By being hydrated, our skin plumps up. We have we have a look of hydration in our body. Now that does not erase collagen loss that happens with aging, and I did not make this one of my 10 ways, but having collagen naturally by bone broths is a very good way to keep collagen health optimal in the body, and then refreshing the skin and the joints. Your joints, your knees, ankles, elbows, hips. 3, 4, and 5 kind of go together, and this is, these are addictions, and I understand that addictions are not easy, but I will explain that in a second. So number 3 is stop smoking or vaping. Number 4 is stop drinking alcohol, and number 5, stop drinking coffee. So you might be like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to do that. And maybe many people who do go for these treatments are doing so because they have one of these 3 addictions, and they all take a toll on the physical appearance. My dad was a recovering alcoholic. He quit drinking. He was sober for around 30 years before he passed, and he used to say, do not drink alcohol. It ages women. Do not smoke cigarettes. It really ages women. And I found this to be true. I see it when I work with people. You will probably know this yourself. So, okay, I told you stop doing these 3 things that are hard. If you have an addiction, there are many 12-step programs that are brilliant for helping to break addictions. And so instead of going to the root of like what you need spiritually, people are bypassing that, like this addiction, bypassing it, and then using some kind of fad treatment that's unhealthy, which can become another type of addiction, where you really should be looking at, okay, what is going on that I think I need to fill my face, that I think I need to alter my appearance in some way. So 12-step programs are amazing. I have done them I have gone through 12-step programs and applied those 12 steps to quitting many different addictions at different times in my life. I've had to quit tobacco twice. once for smoking, once for Hape, and I do have a video on that, but that's another story. And then sugar for another. But what 12 steps do is they bring in God. So like a power greater than ourselves, God, can restore us to sanity. So And then giving that addiction over to God, and then looking at character defects as to why I think I need this thing, either the habit or the obsessiveness with with your face or your body. So we look at that with 12 steps. Okay. Other ways to help quit addictions. Now you can message me on my website, sheephealherbs.com. I do consultations and provide someone with a nutritional plan, mainly with herbs and whole foods that are enormously specific for you and supportive to the body to actually quit and ease a withdrawal, because you will have withdrawal with coffee, you will have withdrawal with tobacco, you will have withdrawal with alcohol. And having herbal support, mainly with nervines, gentle ones like chamomile and lavender, and then nutritive herbs, and then herbs also to cleanse the toxins as they're trying to exit the body, that can be very helpful. It does take work. It does take work. All right, so then we have number 6, getting a good night's rest. And I want to just list a couple herbs here, and I have a mountain rose herb link in the description down below. Go to that link, that website. They have the best herbs. You can buy them in 4-ounce sizes, 8-pound. And the herbs that I recommend for mixing into tea blends are chamomile, valerian, blue vervain, tulsi, hops, nettles, lemon balm. And I'm going to say this about ashwagandha, because for some reason people think that ashwagandha is like a good herb for sleep. I usually use it is an adaptogen. So if you need a little pep, like it brings you up. If you need to slow down, it balances you. And when I say pep, it's not like a drug, but it helps your body to adapt to stress. Some people, I think, get a better night's sleep by taking pure ashwagandha. I would not use any of the supplements that ashwagandha gummies or whatever, like pure ashwagandha, but it is not an herb I typically use to help with sleep, because without doing like a full consultation and finding out, do you really need the ashwagandha, you might be taking it and you just might not need it. It also is a hormone balancing herb, and for some people, their body is saying no, and I find this in the compass scans I do. So just a little thing about ashwagandha, because it's popular and people think it's for sleep, but the other herbs I listed, lavender, hops, nettles, lemon balm, chamomile, valerian, blue vervain, and tulsi would be my recommendations, and you can get them by going into the Mountain Rose herb link. Number 7 is to exercise. Do a daily kind of exercise, walking, running, jogging, move the body. That is going to improve the condition of your skin greatly. Number 8 is sweat. So that kind of goes with the exercise. Now maybe your exercise is walking and you're not getting a good sweat. And that's fine. I often just walk. But if you want to sweat, then I would say you need to go to a sauna and spend some time in the sauna to break into a sweat, to clean your pores, release toxins from the body. At least a few times a week you should be sweating. Number 9, go on a fast. And I made a couple videos ago about reasons you need to go on a fast. So a fast is going to help your body repair. It's going to get rid of toxins. It's going to just kind of like reset and help you feel fresh. You'll sleep better. And fasting is something I'd like to guide people through as well. So if you're interested in doing a fast, message me, sheephealherbs.com, on my my newsletter contact page. Because I think if you've never done one, you really should have some guidance for that. And then number 10, reason or way to avoid Botox or unhealthy fillers is to say goodbye to makeup. And that is something that I said goodbye to a long time ago. I do use a teeny bit of like from the health food store, and I'm sorry I do not have a good brand for you off the top of my head because I really don't use my makeup that much, but I go to health food store, buy like the most natural mascara. I have one tinted moisturizer and a rosy kind of blush that I'll wear sometimes, like for pictures or a special occasion. But 96% of the time I do not wear any makeup, and my skin has improved so much without having makeup. And I feel like it doesn't age the same because you really have to clean it well to get all of the dirt out of your pores. I felt naked on my face for a long time without makeup, but now I just feel like weird if I put it on. It feels like a mask. And the Botox, the fillers, the makeup, it becomes a mask. It becomes a mask of hiding your true self, not letting yourself be seen. So I hope this video was helpful and useful to some of you, many of you. Please leave a comment down below. Check out my description, like and subscribe, and come back again soon.